bien. Hago música que entretiene. Mi música los tiene. Estamos rompiendo la discoteca. La fiesta no para, apenas comienza. Se cansa.
Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another selloff. We been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, by 1% it didn't slip. Bullish on another flip. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, by 1% it didn't slip. Ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella clams. He got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with a strap, cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker, where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip, by 1% it didn't slip. What's the ticker, where's it at?
What's the ticker? Where's it at? Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you're joining from. The first pin post is always our live streams. There are 6 of those on Retake, Twitch, where we got YouTube, X, Pump Fun, and I forgot one. I did. It was not an easy day. We had a Cloudflare glitch across the internet, so not just X, but just across the internet. Given Jupiter was down for a little bit as well. I couldn't do any trades. Not that I was making them, but I was just kind of checking, and so a lot of things have been delayed a little bit. So people are having fun in the TG here. But yeah. All right, so let's say good morning and get some people on here. Please leave a comment down below. Welcome everybody on the live streams over there. You guys leave a comment there as well. We always read them and enjoy those as well. So go ahead and do that. Repost the room. And good morning, Tic. How are you? Did you survive the
Hey,
great Cloudflare glitch?
hell yeah! Don't look at my profile picture. I got a Santa hat. I've
Yeah,
I've
I
came
was gonna.
back even better
You're
than ever.
inspiring me. Yeah. That's,
So, yeah, no, I survived. I think I slept through most of it. I mean, no, I actually I did pop on. I've been checking my wallets kind of like obsessively, just to kind of see. I'm like, is Bitcoin in recovery yet? And what I saw last time I checked Bitcoin, it was at 90. I think it was at 92 this morning, like really early, but I'm imagining it's back down to 90. Let me see. Oh, it's at 93. Oh, okay, so it's on its upward trend now. Oh, that's good. But do you think that we're topped out, or that it's gonna continue pulling back from here?
well, we always get it's the same as
The
going
Hail
up, right? So we
Mary,
always
yeah.
get yeah. We always get a little bump and then down.
Yeah, it looks like a downward.
However, everything that is happening right
Yeah.
now is not a rally. Nothing has. Everything now is going to be a bull trap from here on out, unless we confirm otherwise. You know, in order for us to start thinking about something like that, we need at least 100K back, and to confirm something in the area of reversal, we need 110. And
Right.
so, yeah, that's a big deal from here. Look, we have to be honest. We lost the 50 uh, moving average. We lost a simple moving average. Now the simple moving average is not. We can lose that one a little bit, and so not to bother. But we kind of lost the 2 week here as well. And if we looked on the RSI on the weekly, we see that we lost support there. That support that has been with us for all of this bull run. It acted as support and it failed. So that went through. Also, if you look at that RSI, there is that long term bearish divergence. which kind of confirms all of this. And so, even though we're doing some slight pumps today, it's not enough until we see some other movements.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the things that are speaking in our favor is actually a golden cross on the 2 weekly, not the weekly, but the 2 weekly. And the weekly is there almost. And that means that we have two double crosses in tandem. That might be the most bullish thing that I ever saw, right? That lines up. But is that going to play out? No, price action needs to tell us. So for now, we did flip bearish. We cannot say anything else about that, right? And another thing that is bullish for the bulls out there is that the fear and greed index is now at, lows that we see in the bear market bottom, like days in a row of extreme fear. And we all know that the other end of extreme fear is euphoria. And so usually this would be an indication that I should be buying, right? You should be buying the tears and the blood. But but we lost some support on these areas that we can't deny, and so that's why you need to de-risk, and that's why we always stay liquid for opportunity. And the liquidity here comes from that you need to sell off something when it pumps, right? And so that is what that risk management should be about. But a lot of people just need to learn that sell button. You kind of need to sometimes push it in order for, when we have these situations going on, that you can position yourself a little bit better, and average your portfolio out a little bit better. So when we do reverse at some time, you're going to be immediately in the green. Now, if you're doing a long-term DCA strategy on Bitcoin, like I do not care where the price is. Anything under 150 is, for me, just good to go. And I don't really care as much because it's for 10 years down the road. But but yeah, if you're holding alts, I do see a little bit of relief for the alts coming. If that dominance on the weekly is going to show, it's in like kind of a head and shoulders pattern. So if we don't see that dominance going up above 62%, but creating that head and shoulders, then I'm looking for that dominance to come down, and then I'm looking at the lower end of the 50 percentage there. Is that then alt season? No, I don't think so. But I do think that in this case, then the alts are getting some relief. I don't think it's going to be a lot. But yeah, that's um, I don't, it's very hard to see what that's going to be as a consequence right now for the alt tokens, because things are very different from last bull run when it comes to what we're seeing with retail not being represented in Bitcoin. No euphoric parabolic pump, so that means that the money cannot rotate back into the market. So that is all a thing playing out here. And I do think that 26 is going to be still a lot bullish, because if we look at the historic liquidity chart, that's a 150-year-old chart. And we are getting like a medium top in 26. And these things are not to be fooled around with. And so I do think that in September we're going to see another move for an all-time high or a top out on Bitcoin, something like that, or start another bull. I think the bear market is going to be shortened up. I don't think we're going to retrace for 80 or 90% here. I think maybe 50% would be nice. I see some markers in the chart that anywhere between 70 and 80, where price hasn't touched that much, is a likely candidate for some things to land there and for us to see a bump. But how much of a bump? Yeah, well, that we don't know. We have indicators, and they do exactly what they say. They give an indication, and the indication can be there. The setup can be there. We saw it last weekend where that 4 hour golden cross happened, and I was that was the perfect setup for any bulls to come in and take over the show. But then they didn't, right? And so that's why eventually we have to look at the price action confirming what the indicators were saying. And if that's not confirmed, we have to look at the other scenario, right? The bearish scenario, which it's never 100% in this direction or 100% in the other. It's just then you need to pivot for success. And it's not like we're not having any fun in the bear market. We sometimes have more opportunity in the bear market than when Bitcoin is actually in a bull run. because we saw last bear cycle meme season popping up because people are getting bored. So there's all of that stuff I think that is going to happen then. NFTs are going to do a lot more simply because people have a lot more time on their hands and they're getting sick and tired of being bearish, right? So we saw that the meme seasons always happened when the alts were doing nothing and Bitcoin was dead in the water for a little bit. So I do think the opportunity for us to be still making some bread or getting ahead in a bear market is just very, very much with us. So that hasn't changed. And it gives us also a little bit of time to still fix the portfolio if you haven't, because when things are pumping hard for the alts, especially, they are going crazy. In 24, a Caspa did like what, a 2030X, right? Jasmine did a 2030X. These are crazy numbers then when they do go. And then you don't have time to do all that building and other stuff or taking care of that portfolio. That's stuff that you need to do on forehand. And so, yeah, you still have a little bit more time for DCA. You still have a little bit more time to take care of that stuff. But I hope you guys are all bullish in here. You guys, thank you so much for showing up, even though massive glitch on the timeline today here with X. I said it this morning to somebody, let's break X today. And I was like, well, I didn't mean it in this way, but this manifesting thing, this reality creation thing is working out for me. Like I'm doing some experimenting with it. It's just that it teaches me I need to be a little bit more detailed. Let's say good morning to Adam here from Hong Kong. Good morning, Adam. Deep in the night for Adam. It's freaking like a night owl.
GM. Well, it
GM.
very much is the morning. It very much is the morning. But yeah, thanks for the analysis, Wild. That's interesting. So I've been yeah, as usual, I don't really have the foggiest of where the market is going, but it's very interesting to observe the kind of machinations. And yeah, I read Arthur Hayes' uh, comments, right? His article. He put out an article. He's actually quite bullish for the end of the year. So that was very interesting. And I also discovered some interesting alpha about one of the AI projects that I'd like to get into a bit later. But I wouldn't exactly call it a deep dive, but I had a bit of a revelation about what's been going on with the old Eliza AI project that used to be kind of like it used to be like almost the alternative to virtuals, right? There was Eliza, the agent, open source agentic framework, and then virtuals as like the kind of the other. These were like the two crypto AI projects this time last year, right? That everyone was getting excited about. So, but they've disappeared off of X. There hasn't been. I haven't actually been following it very much, but there's actually quite a lot of interesting news around what's happening with Eliza OS now. So yeah, and there's some surprising stuff actually that's coming through, and yeah, I think we should talk about that for a bit
Yeah,
later.
absolutely. I agree. The whole Eliza OS thing, that's kind of interesting what the rise and fall of that due to X, but the fact that it's maintained, that whole ecosystem is maintained despite X ban. Yeah, I'd like to follow up and hear some of that. What's going on with that for sure?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it's actually partly triggered because I actually spent a little bit of time on Farcaster. I didn't even have the app on my phone actually, but I just updated it finally so I can actually
Mm,
access the damn thing
yeah,
on
the
my phone.
I don't access the Farcaster. I don't use the desk. I guess it's a web-based application. You've been accessing it through their website? Or no, you
Yeah, there
can't.
is a
Uh,
website. There is a
so
website. Yeah,
yeah, I've
I have.
always the app is just very. It's like mobile phone native, so it just works seamlessly on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was usually my experience, but I hadn't. The only reason I ended up using the website was because I just hadn't updated the app for like, I don't know, however long. And that shows how little I actually use Farcaster,
True.
right?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'm so curious about what's going on with Eliza because there were some other projects that were adjacent to Eliza as well that I'm so curious what ever happened to to a lot of those.
Yeah,
What an era.
yeah. Well, we can get into that, but it's yeah. I mean, there could be something coming back, right? I think that there is actually. So they're doing. I mean, the weird thing is they migrated, right? So they migrated their token, I think, to Binance chain, and so they did it. They've got a new token, right, which is the Eliza OS token. And I haven't even really been able to look into it, but I actually thought it was a scam. I thought that a group were pretending
Mm.
that they were doing this token, but then weirdly enough, they're listed on MEXC, which just yesterday, like Wild was saying, like
Mm.
this is where tokens go to die,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So I
Damn.
was like,
That was a
it was
premonition.
actually
Well, look, if
the
they get the
reason,
wrong
yeah.
listing, right? If they get the cheapest one, then definitely sell
Uh-huh,
pressure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
uh-huh,
Let's extract
right.
all the
Well,
liquidity. Yeah.
y
That's awesome.
yeah, well, I literally just happened to see that they were doing a space with MEXC. Like I was looking at the Spaces app bit, right, of the on my
And you're like, am I
phone, and I
dreaming?
literally,
Yeah, because
yeah,
after the
yeah, and it just
Farcaster and the Mexi,
yeah,
you're like, and the agents, you're like, oh, this must be a
I,
dream. This can't be real.
yeah, I was literally scrolling past it, and I didn't even think to like press a reminder or see it. And then I was trying to find it, and I kind of got sucked into this tunnel of where the hell is what's going on with it. I want to find this space, which I couldn't find actually, but I did find a bunch of alpha, and then I did end up switching over to Farcaster and actually looking at Shaw's the founder, right, and looking at his post, so which confirmed that it's a real. They really did migrate to Binance chain, I think, and have weirdly listed on MEXC, which just like the whole thing seems like a really weird route because like when I think about open source I think that seems like why would you want to be on a centralized
Mm,
exchange,
I
right?
think I'm
Like
looking
it's
at
it's
it.
kind of
The migration sequence on it started November 7th. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah,
right, yeah, it's
yeah, this
recent.
is
It's recent as
crazy.
anything, and
Damn.
yeah.
Dude, this
Uh-huh.
so well done. I just love Oh man, I love good websites. This is just yeah, it's really well done. Dang.
Oh, I better look at the live stream.
Let me see. Start migration. I don't even think I have any AI 16Z, but if I do, it's probably only a couple tokens anyway. I sold mine a long time ago. That's yeah, that interesting. So AI 16Z is migrated now to Eliza OS, and you said you didn't say it's on Binance chain, did you? Oh, and choose
I
your
thought
preferred
I
chain.
thought it was
Oh,
on Binance. Yeah, I thought it was on Binance. I thought that's what I read.
yeah,
But I
cross
literally I was
chain
just looking at
architecture,
this before we came in. Okay, maybe it's on.
all
Yeah,
chains, I
but that
think.
so
Because
they
yes,
what
Solana
he's
by
an
default, and then you can bridge. I
what.
see.
Okay, I see.
Oh, and
Yeah,
it's
so what
base,
they actually
BSC, Ethereum,
announced.
Solana. So yeah, the four main
Oh, it's all over it.
chains. Yeah, so
Okay.
that makes sense. Solana, base, BSC, and Ethereum. That's kind of. I mean, we're Sui, but yeah, that's pretty much all you need.
All right, let's just continue with our little bit of a good morning, and then we're going to touch on
Oh
these
yeah.
other things a little bit, so that we still get the people here feeling welcome. I see Mr. G as in the house. We see some Soul Gods, Vault Inu. See you guys
Ooh.
as well. Shout out to those. Let's say good morning to Levi here. Levi, good morning to you.
Dude, I'm thinking I should put a Santa hat on Mr. G's picture so that him and I can be twinning. What up, twin? All right, so OX7.
Santa head on there. You're a
Yeah.
little bit early, Tick. I don't know what that is
I saw
by
no, I
tiny
saw
little
somebody
bit.
else. I saw somebody else do this yesterday, and I'm like, that's hilarious because it's not even Thanksgiving. And I'm like, I'm totally gonna
Exactly.
copy their swag. That's yeah, I'm gonna join in on the fun. Why not? hopefully, yeah, we start a revolution on X. Levi, yeah, you're up on stage with us. If you want to go ahead and unmute your mic.
Here are my bear slippers up in the Jumbotron. You guys so inspired. My bear stuff is coming out,
I gotta get some
right?
bear stuff for the season.
Bicycle is a bicycle, but bicycle. Pink ones, pink bicycle. Levi, are
They look a
you?
little bit like they've got they're like it's like they're from the Alien movie, and they've kind of got
Yeah,
legs like erupting out of
yeah,
their
yeah. You the
chest,
feet
right?
are
Like they're
gone, and I'm just every time I'm walking, I'm pouncing on the bear, right? That's
They're
that's
having
kind
open heart surgery done.
of well, I'm just messing them up. But Levi, good morning. Are you with us? Are you able to speak? You are with us?
Levi,
Oh,
I
he's going
am
to be
your father.
mysterious. He's going to be mysterious about it. Well, join the conversation anytime your microphone work or you're just here to farm and hump the stage. Right? Then go ahead and do that too. I don't care.
He
Anybody
is,
else who wants to join the
yeah.
conversation, pull up on stage, you guys. Leave a comment down below. Repost this room. Get some more people in here. I know there's been like a massive Cloudflare glitch today, and still no update on these things. So for some people, especially in the UK, India was affected by a large, and a few other countries. And for me, it started to work again after a couple of hours, but for other people, it was very difficult today. And for some, it still is. And so we're gonna have to fight the current a little bit today with the what's the ticker. But if you guys want to talk about it, right? You need some therapy for the bearish momentum. Um, yeah, but you were touching on something that Hayes said, and I do agree with him. I do see because of that weekly stochastic RSI, but that it's on the weekly. So on the weekly, we are seeing macro. We're zooming out, and we're seeing macro moves. And so for me, the weekly is like 6 weeks, right? So anything within 3 to 6 weeks, depending on price action and volume. And so just keep an eye out for that weekly stochastic RSI on your charts. But we do have neglected to bounce on that support on the normal RSI, and so that's why I say we are kind of doing like a dead cat bounce, uh, and then in that other low will come the floor on the regular RSI, and then the golden cross will turn up if that one curls up as well. So that's basically what's happening. I mean, look, we're still above the MACD here on the weekly, so that's good. But we are, pointing down. The signal is pointing down into the red. And so, yeah, that's why I said we can't deny. I do see a big relief rally or at least a Hail Mary pump coming. Now, when that comes, let me teach you something, Adam, because if you're looking on a weekly chart, you see that move up, down, big move up, bigger move up, and then down. And we're right now in the down. And so if that Hail Mary pump does not take out that first move, first wave, it's going to form what? A head and shoulders pattern. And that is going to be devastating for us for a little bit. It's going to be hard winter, right? So what do we need then? We need the 110 to get over that shoulder, right? And to print something else in the pattern wise. Because let me tell you something about patterns, and that's why the chart always moves forward. People are trading on that, right? And so when that happens, just go ahead and short the crap out of it at that point, right? That's just a given. Look, I'm all bull until we're not. And then we got to be honest, and we don't have to do the hopium thing here, right?
What if you
So
married your bags? Like me and Ika. Me, I'm
you
writing
well,
that shit to
you're
the.
married to a bag that's pumping today as well,
It
20%
is.
up.
It's up like
Why are you fucking
30%.
complaining?
But
Yes,
but I took a screenshot because it's deceptive. Because
you
it's
took a
like
screenshot.
it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely for those that chase
Yes.
volume. They're like, ooh, this one's a runner. It's up
Yeah,
30%.
yeah.
But if you've been watching it for 6 months, like I have, you realize it's down 60% from all-time high earlier this year at 5 cents, and right now it's just over a penny. It's a penny and a quarter, or a penny and one fourth. So it's down 60% from all-time high. Yeah, even that those 30% pumps that it keeps doing are yeah, definitely deceiving. But I got a response from AIXBT because I was like, hey, what the? I mean, obviously, it's not like I'm asking because I'm asking for insight, but I just kind of want to see what AIXBT will say. And I was like, hey, what's going on with Ika? What do you think about this? And it's like extreme volatility play with manipulation flags, but somehow
Oh,
99.96% holders still green. High APRs on Sweeland if you're into that yield game. And so I responded and
yeah,
put, don't forget about turbos. But yeah, I mean, it's just funny. And like,
it is.
it's just, I don't know. I'm very bullish on Ika's future. Like looking at the stuff that Ika's developing and everything that they're aligned with and that whole ecosystem, I think that eventually like it's bound for greatness. I think it's destined for greatness. It's just and
It is.
considering how the Ika chart has been doing with these pullbacks that have been pretty vicious for a lot of the other tokens and things like that because of what would you classify it? It's a utility layer? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
No.
utility
Uh,
layer for Sui,
yeah.
right?
No. No, it's not a utility. Well, it's a
Mm,
utility for SUI,
yeah.
but it has a few components, different ones, right? But it's not a liquidity that's deep,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
So
okay.
that's something else. So a liquidity layer like deep, that's a different story.
Yeah, but
And
one thing
and
that Ika does help with is kind of like unifying like cross-chain bridging and
cross chain, exactly. And
yeah.
it's kind of like why people on SUI are bullish
Yeah,
on
it
it because
seems
it
so
helps with
important.
the
It's
boarding process.
I think
Yeah.
it's one of those things, and I could be wildly wrong about this, but I think it's one of those things that we might look back, I don't know, a few years from now and be like, damn, like all the evidence was right there of what they were building and what they were doing, and it's one of those things. If you miss that train, I think that there's going to be people that look back and regret that are like, damn, why didn't I think to buy that? But for me, like all the stuff that they actually have, like real utility, real application, real developers that are obsessed with it, and so taking that into consideration, to me, it's one of the shining projects. But it's I mean, I'm not holding like a huge bag of it. I saw some guy, I posted about it. He did a $10,000 purchase of Ika yesterday, and I was like, damn, that is bullish. That's almost 1 million Ika tokens.
Yeah, I
That's
I I
awesome.
would be doing something similar in
Yeah.
these things if I had a portfolio where I have can buy some bigger bags and then hold just like 3 to 5 tokens. Yeah, these
Mm-hmm.
are exactly the bags that you want to build. I
Something
built
with actual
myself like
utility and
9K. Yeah, like
so
a
no
9K
fart
in
coin.
Caspa. I had like a 7K in Jasmine. And then when these things do like a 10, 20, 30x, yeah, right. But it's gonna take a little bit of time,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't care, right?
Right.
And
We're not here for
something,
tomorrow. We're not here
no,
for the quick flip next week or
for
next
today,
month. It's like,
exactly. That's
yeah,
we do that with very if you're doing that at all, it's not your biggest bags by any
yeah.
means, right? It's a little bit, yeah, you're doing like you're doing a night out of the town, that kind of money, right? And that's me, right? I'll go in with 500 to Degen, and that's even on the high end, I would say, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
then
funny how
sometimes I,
volatility is so awesome until you're on the other end of it. You're like, you're like, ooh, there's so much potential to make money here. But
yes.
like when your bag starts leaking, you're like, oh, screw this
Well,
volatility. Stay
look, I've
stable.
been hodling XRP for 4 years now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the average there for me is 19 cents. But for a long
That's
time,
awesome.
it was bouncing a little bit below, and for a long time we were not sure because of the SEC and all the
Mm-hmm.
pressure and all the
If it was gonna
FUD
become a
and
meme
everything
coin.
else. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Jasmine got a shit ton of FUD too, right? And I mean, sentiment way in the red there, and that for me is buy
Mm.
signals. Right, every time it hits more in the red, I'm like, ah, bottom is in, buy again. And so yeah, that's. But Sui is still a young chain,
Jasmine's
very
a good
young.
buy right now.
Yeah,
Half of a
exactly.
penny. Oh, or no, it's a
Yeah.
little more than half. It's just under a penny, 3/4 of a penny, right?
Yeah.
Point zero
So
zero eight.
so yes. Plus, look, they have the same challenges a little bit that Solana had in the beginning as well, because it has a different language than anything related
Jasmine
to.
does.
No, I'm thinking I'm bringing the conversation back to Sui.
Oh, forgive me. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. The move language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Solana has Rust. That's a completely different language, right? And they were live and then went into the market with that into these upside rallies. But even there, we see a lot of volatility because it's still young. Even Solana is still young, right? If you compare it to Ethereum, let's say. And so everything else is a rebuild of Ethereum, these Ethereum virtual machines, EVM, right? And they're EVM compatible. So they share the same coding language as Ethereum, and so they can make use of the landscape of Ethereum, so any DeFi. And so when you're building in a different coding language, right, you need to build things differently. That's why it took sometimes takes long for wallets to add Solana, add Sui, and even XRP has a different mechanics there with the ledger. So these things then are becoming like a little bit of a hurdle. But on the other end, it's also bullish because you get to raise a whole new army of developers. It will take a little bit more time, but it does give you the option to be quite a lot faster than these EVM chains that still have to operate with Ethereum. And I'm not saying that nothing on Ethereum is bullish. Ethereum is hella bullish. I mean, 80% of the shit is built on there, right? But for the future forward and things that need a lot of lightning speed, a high TPS, then we're looking at something like Sui here, right? Which is right now the fastest. Wookie has joined the conversation here. Wook, good morning. How are you? I
He's
know it's
Good morning. Good
somewhat
morning. What's up,
GM.
Bears?
somewhat
Y'all thought
morning.
this bull run was done, huh?
He heard Sui and he's like, "Hey, you guys
Uh,
played Society
I
on
Sui
Sui?
and yeah,
Sui play?
pumping,
Very
pumping.
cool. Yeah, what's up, Wook?
we
Good to see you,
back.
man.
Can you hear me?
GM,
Yep.
yes.
Oh, okay. But yeah, doing good, doing good. We are back. We're so back. Let's
We are
fucking
so
go.
back.
We are back over 110.
Hmm.
Okay, that's
Yep.
when we're really back. Anything here is a dead cat, like
There's
scared
still
of water.
there's still hope.
A little bit of opium in my
Oh
life,
God,
right?
yeah.
Hey, better than
It's sad.
downies all the time.
Well, right. I'm actually bullish when we flip bear like that because I mean these are your opportunities, right? When things
It's
is
so
max
true.
pain, max
Oh
greed,
yeah.
that's when you need to look for some gems that can do the 20, 30, 40x. That's when you make the most money. And then it's just like a game of patience, right? Basically. But yeah, the dips, if they're gonna come for your alts, which I'm not quite sure. Like I said before, the dominance look like it wants to fall as well. And so you can have a rally, but just then when the rally comes, this is not going to last forever. You guys, you need to scalp your bags there, right? You need to take haircuts on the bag so
What
you can stay liquid enough for it to buy a dip back. You cannot just keep pumping fiat money into crypto this way,
did
right?
you guys see that thing
Yeah.
that's like Solana at $258 and it's like, oh, I should have bought more. And it's like Solana at
Yeah.
$158. It's like I'm not buying that shit. And it's
Yeah. It's
so
fine.
it's so
Yeah.
true. It's like, yeah, I don't know, at least for me. I mean I totally get the joke. It's not exactly how I live my life, but it's very much more attractive when everyone's buying and the charts ripping up and you see
Of
that
course.
volume. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, I should have bought. Why didn't I buy? Of course, it's going to 300. But when it's
Well,
pulling
yeah,
back,
that's why I
yeah,
say, right? That's why you need to, but that this is the area where you think that it's not going to happen.
mm,
There's max pain. There's going to be some news manipulation for you as well,
yeah, we see
right?
that.
So there's that going on, but you got to put some blinders on here. And the thing is, we are working here with psychology and
Yeah.
crypto, and you need to buy the red and sell the green. That's the message here.
Well, you
And
yeah, you
yeah,
showed me that
Adam.
so early on. The Bitcoin dominance was one thing that you brought to my attention very because I'd be like, oh, everything's red, everything's pulling back, and you're like, okay, well, let's look at Bitcoin dominance, and then kind of incorporating that into the equation, like many other things. It's kind of a multifaceted thing, but you telling me to kind of like put those blinders on and then remember why we're bullish. Those sorts of things, going through and analyzing
Yeah,
just
it's in
tokenomics of
reverse.
Bitcoin, for instance.
Yes, it's in reverse. It's like you become the observer of the market, you stay emotionless and you spot what's going on, see that as the opportunity and be bullish. And that's why I say,
Mm,
so that's why I open the space like, look, I'm just so bullish because this expresses that we're going into a moment in time where we're
mm-hmm.
going to have max opportunity
Yeah.
for things. And so that's why I'm excited, right? When things are just pumping all the time, yeah, it actually should get you worried that how many times you press the sell button, right? And Adam is reading Trading in the Zone, right? Master the market with some confidence and a winning attitude. And I recommend that book. I have it here too. And just from a
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's super good. It's
it is
super good,
good.
and it's actually really good just for the perspective. Like even if you don't want to trade, it's actually like very amazing to just consider your mindset
Yeah,
as it relates to pretty much anything, like anything that life throws at you, basically. So, and actually, it's a shame. It's kind of a shame because I've basically got to the last chapter, but the last chapter is like an exercise, it's a trading exercise, and I literally don't have time for this stuff, right? So I literally don't have time, and but I don't even I hardly even know how to trade, frankly. Like so, and the only trades I've ever really done are like in the ICO days, right? Which was, I can hardly call it trading. It was just like kind of bumbling around, but it was impossible to not make money that in that period, right?
yeah,
And then just like every so often, like I've ended up in some random coins, and actually I think the launch pads are really cool for trading. And but yeah, I'm anyway. The point is like I really need to get to this stuff. I really want to spend more time figuring out like hyperliquid as well. Like I feel like that's going to be
oh yeah, I can
just
help
the
you out with that.
venue.
But
Oh
look,
no,
that's gonna
we're never gonna
be
see Adam again.
well, we're never going to see Adam again. Well, that's going to happen. Also, real. If Adam and I are going to do that and we're going to be in the TG, we're never going to go out on X anymore. X is going to look like it's going to be like this.
Desert. Yeah. A wasteland. A
Yeah, wasteland.
post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Well, look, but here's the thing, and this is why you need to master the psychology of trading. Well, master that for the rest of your life as well, because this is not just for trading. This is, things that are really helpful in real life. The less emotional reactive you are, the harder you will win. The more magnetic you are, the more confidence you will have, the more persuasion you will gather right on other people, and that's just truth, right? Because people who can control their own emotions are usually the people who are in charge, right? Because they can feel stuff but still think rationally and get to a solution. And so that's why we like to follow these people, and that's where you yield a lot of personal power with this. We need this in crypto. And especially if you're ever going to think about going on Maxi or on Hyperliquid or on Aster, and you're going to do the 400, 500x thing, you cannot be emotionally reactive going in that hard because that's like degening with futures. Your stop loss is like tight. It takes a tiny ass wick to just liquidate you. And so you need to know what you're doing, right? And so don't go on hyperliquid if you're a person and recognize this in yourself. And a good thing to do, if you want to do it fast, you can change this around in 3 days, you guys. You just set your alarm every hour and say in your reminder, am I reacting or am I observing? And that will do that throughout your day, every hour. Just a reminder like that will make you more aware
That's pretty good.
of where you are. Oh my God, yes, I was still thinking about this. I was still stuck on this because that's a reaction too. Limerence is an emotional responsive thing too, and people do that a lot. Limerence is like awful for this, is like freaking the last layer of hell there for you. Keeps you stuck, right?
Hold on,
And so
it's
you
what?
need
One
to
more time?
observe more.
Can you harp on that one more
Lim-
time? It's
limerence,
liverence?
limerence,
What? I
limerence.
don't know that word. What is it?
You don't know what limerence is? It's
No idea.
when things, okay, so limerence is, let's say you meet somebody or something happened and you just
Limerence.
keep that, but thinking about that over and over and over
Wow.
again,
Okay.
right? And
Like
and
an
and that's limerence.
obsession? Yeah, involuntary obsession with another
Yes,
person.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
unhealthy obsession. Interesting. Yeah, I've
It's
never
an
heard of
unhealthy
limerence.
obsession with,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
limerence.
good. I'm
And
glad I learned this.
yeah. So limerence, we actually, most of us have the experience with this because we're all human, so we all have that experience. And usually
Absolutely.
it happens a little bit earlier in life when you have like the bad cases of this. But sometimes we never get to learn how to not be emotional reactive, and so we keep doing that, right? And especially with people, somebody said something wrong to you, and just you're harping in your head just over and
Wow.
over again.
They just
And
rent
so,
space.
yeah, but you're teaching your
Yeah.
brain to do it even more when you're doing it. See, because when
It's
you are
comfortable.
just doing things, yeah, because
Mm.
you're doing things on repeat, and that's how the brain learns. So you're learning your brain to deal with situations in this way
Right.
instead of becoming the observer, see what really happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then take your time to address the issue, right? And that's where calm and silence really are helpful, and that you can practice too. Set an alarm. Okay, I'm going to be silent. And when people speak, be silent a little more when you talk, or when you are out there on stages and you want to speak. And this is somebody that a psychologist taught me actually, is that then he said, like, well, look, I love you, but you got to be slower because your mind is thinking so fast and you're just blurring it out there. He said, what I want you to do is on purpose speak as slow as possible.
Oh
and
wow.
and that helped me out. To speak as slow as possible. It gives your brain a little bit more of access to that observer mode while
That
you're speaking.
wow. That's
Yeah, so you
interesting.
can shift both.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Both
so
you and I
but that
tend to talk on the faster side. I feel like, and there's times where people have joined us in the space, and we're talking and explaining things, and people are giving us feedback that they're having trouble keeping up because we're just
yes.
rattling off things. Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Yes, I
I need to
got to
dial it
be
back a little bit
on
myself.
stage. I do this naturally because I can see people, and I
Mm.
don't have that advantage here in the room. And so, I am on a spectrum as well. So I tend to, um, I really have to look for it in order to bring that into my world, right? Pay attention to if people still following, because for me, that's not a natural way to pay attention to.
Do you ever watch The Office, the show with Steve Carell?
No, I don't watch TV at
Oh
all.
man, there's such a funny episode where one of the guys who's kind of like a dummy, he starts
Mhm.
speaking using less words to save time. So he's like,
Oh.
"Yes, me do." And they're like, "Dude, is Kevin okay? I think he had a stroke." But he's like, "Why say many word when few word do trick?" Oh, God, it's
Yeah,
the greatest.
yeah.
I love it. It's
That's
classic.
funny. That's funny. But with that, yes, let's move the conversation forward. So, you guys, that book is going to be very helpful for you. So go ahead and look out for that. Adam was really enjoying it as well, and it could really help you in other areas, or at least make you curious in that direction, right? So you
What's
might
the
want to pick up
what's the
another
title of
book.
the book one more time?
What was it again?
It's not the
Just left
square
my
in the
brain on it.
tower. Oh,
Trading in the zone.
Trading in the Zone. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
sick, dude.
it
I
couldn't
love
be
that.
more.
Yeah, awesome
Dude, it
title.
is it is amazing actually, and it's literally like, but it's one of those books where like I'll read the page and I'll just read it again and I'll read it again and I'll read it again and I'll just read it again until
Yeah,
it kind of remotely sinks in a little
right,
bit,
right.
and there's some awesome stuff, but actually really it's only about mindset, right? The book is literally because it's actually talking, it's
Wow.
kind of addressing a trader, right? It's addressing
Mhm.
as though like you're already like maybe a frustrated trader, right? And or you've got like edge, for example, which actually I feel the more I've read it, the more I feel like actually I have zero edge in this. I mean, I don't know what the
Hmm.
fuck is happening actually in the market. Like I have no clue. Like I love reading Arthur Hayes's stuff. I love like he's such a good macro analyst, right?
Yes.
And I love hearing Wild talk because she's such a good technical analyst, right? And I do broadly kind of understand like many of the things, but that are being referred to. But actually, like the more I think about it, I'm like, I have no idea what the hell is going to happen whatsoever. And that's actually, but that's also the point of the book, really. Like you're not gonna know,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah, like Wild's saying, they're indicators, right? Like you
Yes.
might
Yeah.
it's a setup, but actually, anyone can anyone could just change that, right, by doing
Yep.
something
Yep.
unexpected, and suddenly deciding to dump everything, right?
Yeah.
And so we're just kind of dealing with it. It's an amazing game that's being played, but I definitely think to be in crypto and not understand the trading psychology is like I've kind of been missing something. And it's
Yeah.
weird that it actually started, some of this stuff started when we had that whale unloading all of the sag a few weeks ago, and it was like fuck, and
Yeah.
then suddenly it kind of opened up my mind to the other side, right? And not just like, because number go up, everybody's obsessed with that, right? In
So
crypto, and
look,
it's
this
like
is what I'm
people
going to tell
people are
you.
crying
I'm
when
going
it
to tell
goes
you
red.
a little bit of a
Yeah, go ahead.
story why the psychology matters more than technical analysis. So in the book, it is very much right when it says, okay, you can learn the edge, but even if you know the edge, you still will fail if you not master the mindset. And this is so true because I had a copy trading account on the Big Cat. I had a Telegram where I called swing trades. That's what I started out doing a little bit. And so I gave people an entry and an exit, and it never failed. People were always in my DMs. A couple of days later, is this token going to do something? And I'm just like, nah, I don't know. I don't know the token. I look at the setup for a swing trade. I'm not DCAing here. I'm not looking at the project. I'm seeing where volume comes in, and then I'll give you guys the entry and where I think then it's going to pump, and then we exit. And these people never sold. And this is even so, even people who got the entry and the exit, which would be the dream of everybody, would it not? I mean, what you got? You got massive edge here. I give you entry and I give you exit, and still people were not selling. And that's mindset. That's that psychology. That's the issue. So even if we give people the alpha on everything, they still would F up. That's how strong that psychology and the mindset is in this game. And we know this because we actually it's a measurement in the market. That's how big it is. We have the fear and greed index. We have the RSI, momentum and sentiment, right? So we know this, and still, yeah. So even then, with an entry made for you and an exit, people are looking at that green candle, and they are going to project every wish on that candle that they ever had in their life, and they're not selling because they think that it can still do a little bit more. And that's crazy, right? So that's what the book is so right about. And you guys should really get it. It's a great little investment to make and have the book with you. Read it a few times on different times in the year. Whenever you feel like it, pick it back up again, because every time that I read it, it had some new insight that I didn't have before, because we all learn when we are here in the market, so you get better, and then that book, some other things will speak to you more. So it's a really a gem of a book for that price, can make you a better trader instantly. And I talk about this stuff all the time, right? How you should check, yeah, your own psychology, just way. And it's not to say you're a nasty person, or you're not good enough, or you're dumb, or inadequate. No, that's not what just observe that without judgment, and then you know what to do better, because the moment we observe something, we cannot unsee it. And that's the thing that gets you forward. Once you see, you cannot unsee. So let's go. Let's say good morning to Abby here as well. Abby, how are you doing? Abby, I love you, Abby, but just to well,
I'm good.
no,
I'm good. I'm good, man.
Abby,
What was
look,
that?
you're getting a warning from
You
me here because you're just posting everything in the Jumbotron, like 6, 7 links here. I do not appreciate that at all. So
oh,
immediately,
so I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
I'm,
sorry.
I'm
Let me just tell everyone there.
Oh, I
So
see. He's
so
a Web3 content creator, digital artist.
yeah, I'm not gonna
That's like the meta
boom.
this year. Making drawing pictures in Web3 has very much been the meta for
Yeah,
Not
but look,
everyone,
you
but
guys, you
we've
can
seen
come
it.
up here, but don't start,
Yeah, that's kind of
spamming the Jumbotron. Don't appreciate, then you're not welcome on my stage, even not welcome in the space, so behave. Because we got to keep people safe here, and I mean, it's
yeah.
not good you to
Yeah, I
just
wish
drop them
that
in this.
people would understand like the reasoning behind why we want to like protect people from, you know, just posting any like links and things like that, because, you know, bad actors post malicious links, and that's how they spread their uh you know, the malicious links. So
Yeah, and it's
it's to
not only
protect the
that, but if
community.
you need
Yeah.
to feel like you need to spam something and shill something that hard, how good is it really then, right? So it's not working in your favor by any means.
Yeah, true that. But yeah, it's just weird with with AI and everything making like content creation and everything so easy now. The people that are offering to draw pictures for people, I just kind of like there's a disconnect. I'm having trouble understanding why they still think that that's something that's very much needed. Like when
Well,
you can
ever
just
since we touched on the AI thing,
yeah.
you guys were talking about what was it? Uh, what was it? Luna? I don't know anymore. What are we
Zora?
talking about?
Eliza.
Oh yeah,
Eliza,
Liza
some
OS,
female
yeah.
name. Still not E for still not E for Adam, you guys. Still not E
Oh
for
no,
Adam.
What is Ava?
somebody tagged Eve. Somebody tagged Eve
No, what does
earlier.
she look like?
Somebody
Is she hot?
let me try and find her.
um
Actually,
yeah.
yeah, but actually, guys, the demo. I mean, honestly, the thing we're going to unveil tomorrow is actually this actually might square the circle with what Wild was saying, because like I've realized that it's probably going to be okay when, you know, I mean, there'll be limits and there'll be boundaries to what creators are going to accept to for their digital likeness and voice, right? And what can be done with that in different contexts. But like it's actually fucking crazy. Seriously, like the power of this stuff is just it's unreal, and this is the frontier right now. I'm not joking, and I really yeah let me find Eve, but yeah, it's really going to be a very, you know, this is going to be some crazy stuff, like moving to a voice first internet. And this is where it's going, because you know the OpenAI device, the thing they've paid like Johnny Ive like billions of dollars, right? The guy who designed the iPhone, to come up with this new device for OpenAI, and that is going to be a voice. Surely it's going to be a voice first
True.
device,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it has no screen, right? It has no screen. And how else are we going to interact with a chat
Well, what
GPT
about
without a
security?
screen,
What about
right?
security though?
Sorry.
Like that's the important thing is like, exactly like what you're saying, but having the voice identity, the you know your tokenized voice, being able to access, you know, having the model be able to distinguish. Okay, this is Adam talking. This is Tic talking. That's one of the biggest things that you guys are trying to capitalize on, or you know, kind of taking
Yes,
advantage of the
exactly.
possibilities there. So I think that that's going
Yes,
to be important
exactly.
too for security.
Yes, well it is. Yeah, and it's crazy to yeah, I think so. What I hadn't expected, and it's interesting because, like, you know, what building a product like this is like, you start off, and I was kind of just thinking like we go down this like enterprise route of talking to, you know, financial services and getting it set up in this kind of context, because obviously it's like that's, you know, that's where the money is, and it's just like you don't need to worry about the kind of adoption thing in the same way, right? Like one by one. But actually the work that we've been doing and kind of building these communities and this InfoFi thing that was really unexpected. But actually what I've realized is this is actually, it's kind of like we've started monetizing a platform before we've even got the platform. So we've already got advertisers, we've already built a kind of advertising model for a platform that doesn't even exist yet. So, but now we can actually build the platform, and there's an opportunity to do that, because actually people are tired of the standard social media. Actually, everybody's kind of, there's like algorithmic brain drain, right? And but having said that, voice first social is growing, right? X Spaces is growing 10 to 15% a month, right? So
What?
like
Is that
there is
true?
an
Is that
that's
metric
true.
true?
Yeah,
What?
that's true. Well,
Damn.
that's a grok stat, but that's
That's awesome.
Lurky confirmed that as well. I was speaking
Mm,
to one of the Lurky co-founders, and he was like, yeah, it's definitely growing, you know.
that's rad,
So
dude. I love that.
and 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 it must be because it's sick, right? Like this is actually a very cool way, like that we're making friends, you know. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not just like crap on the timeline.
Well, we see
That, you know, we're
more.
genuinely
Yeah, we see more. Like right now, Zora is live. Like I see Base going live. Zora. A lot of predominant figures in this space, and big. It's so important. I feel it's so important for the AMAs and for developers to be able to talk to people in real time, just like this. It's so helpful.
right. Yes, and it's like, so the thing is we're actually really confined within the next space. It's actually, we're confined because the stack hasn't been upgraded for years. You know, Elon, like I think we were talking about this the other day, but obviously, like the team that built X Spaces is long gone from Twitter, right? Like they're not around, and that's why they can't maintain it, and that's why it's like falling apart at the seams, I presume, right? I mean, yeah, you never know. Like maybe somebody's going to drill in and fix it, but what I hadn't expected was there to be an opportunity to kind of like work, like develop a platform. And but it's like recently the stars, I feel like the stars have been aligning, and it's, man, like the voice, and it's the key is actually the voice agents, right? Because the voice agents are, that's the thing that can really make the experience delightful. Like you just have an agent, like fuck the algorithm being concealed, like let's just bring it out into the forefront and give the people what they want, right? Like we put in so much work grinding to get visibility through this algorithm and all of that, and actually like it could be so much easier, right? And it's just because they haven't been able to upgrade to like an AI driven standard with these social media platforms yet, right? So I think that we've got like, it's weird, but it's like it's literally like it must be a once in generation. I mean, it's like a what, you know, you get these opportunities like every 10 or 15 years, right? If you think about like how old Twitter actually is, it's kind of a legacy platform. Like it's not, I don't think we're going to see the innovation here. Although we can start to talk about it and figure out where we're going to go, right? So I don't
Agree.
know if I've just
Agree. And with that, Adam, can you pin up your suppose?
Oh, what was that?
I'm losing my she.
Yikes.
what have you been up to? What have you
Yeah.
been
I'm
doing?
What
trying
What
to
have you been
listen to an AMA at the same time, you guys, and it's just so boring. And then other people are just DMing me. Some things are postponed until tomorrow. So I'm just, and then I do that in three different languages. It's not easy for Wild here, but your space, I
Oh,
was looking for the word space.
the
Yeah,
suppose? Yeah,
it's,
yeah, the suppose.
oh, okay. I
I
was
don't
like,
know how I
what
got
word?
there.
Okay, cool.
Space shuttle.
Um,
So Adam is gonna have a crazy space tomorrow, and you might want to set your reminders for this. I'm gonna join as well, and I hope you guys will all join with me to find out what that is all about. Because Adam is gonna entertain us massively tomorrow with Alpha.
and what about the Monad
Pressure is
launch?
on, Adam.
Adam dropped the.
Yeah, I'll pin it. I'll
Yeah,
pin it up.
in it. You
Yeah.
guys get to see Adam. Let's go.
So the Monad launch is 3 days away. Adam was talking about ICOs, and yeah, dude, that Monad, it's launching, and it's like at 2.5 cents, I think. So you can buy the
I'm
pre-sale
gonna
right.
short it.
They're trying to discourage people from like doing quick flips and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, what the like? It seems, I don't know, the monad sale is now live.
If they
And
encourage that, they cannot give
no, they're
financial advice. The
discouraging.
way
They're
that
trying
the
to
reason, yeah, the discouraging. So this is the reason why, because we all know what these airdrops are gonna do. We all know what the chart is gonna look
everyone's gonna
like, and they're
sell
just
right
like
away.
sit there, hold your freaking bag. That's what they want to have you do.
Yeah.
And it's not, don't trade this initial volatility. Pre-sales are bearish AF.
Yeah.
Don't even go
So
there
don't
because
even do it.
sometimes it takes.
I was looking, I'm
No,
like, dude, maybe
sometimes it
I'll
takes a while to get your tokens, and then the rally is in, and you just sit there holding your freaking purse.
wow.
What is this,
I
right?
think
So,
that that's how they're doing it. Yeah, they've actually kind
well,
of
yeah,
orchestrated it like that, where it's first
yeah,
come, first serve. So like you
yeah,
may not
yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah,
tokens immediately. So the
yeah.
people that bought
Okay.
early are gonna get dropped, are gonna get their tokens first. They're gonna be able to sell, and then it's gonna, yeah, it's kind of already obvious what's gonna happen with that. So don't even try though. I was thinking about maybe getting a
I
small
wasn't.
bag to, no, huh?
No.
Okay, I'm not going
Wait,
to then.
short it.
Yeah.
Wait for the bottom to get in and buy the freaking bottom. Then, if
Okay.
you're bullish on it, wait, but wait like a week. What did I tell everybody with the that latest Trump financial?
Oh
Right.
yeah, World Liberty
All right,
Finance.
trade it.
Yeah.
If you want to trade it, then go on the short end because we know when the top is in.
Yeah.
But we cannot predict the top here. So don't do the up rally, do the down rally, right? These things are the same. It doesn't matter. Shorting is the same as longing here, right? Make money. Yeah, that's the objective. Make the trade. And so in either direction doesn't matter. Volatility matters, right? How much back can I, how much X's, even a 20X would do well on the short there. Right? So that's a crazy amount of money. But if you're not a trader and this is all mumbo jumbo to you, wait for however long it takes for things to retrace 80-90% after these first rallies. We know every chart is looking the same in these rallies, and still people are still getting in on the rallies, still thinking they could do a 3 or 4x. No, if it's bullish, it will do another pump after that. We saw that with Estate X, we saw it with TUI, we saw it with we saw that with every freaking layer one that ever launched. Even the layer ones do these parabolic moves because people love trading launches. So don't go there because it's hard. A pre-sale, don't do a pre-sale unless you know and are getting really good information. And if they're starting saying like this and discouraging everybody, right, trying to have people hodl, yeah, that's a red flag for me in this case then.
Dude, you should
So
hit
one on one.
Estate X up and be like, look, I'm like the #1 KOL pushing you guys single-handedly. When you look at Lurky, you mention it like more than anyone else. You pop up on the thing way more than anyone else. Which,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
you should be like, yo, I'm on a
You
payday,
should pay me for
guys.
looking.
What the hell? Yeah.
Wait till the royalties
0.004.
get in.
Damn.
No, because look, I'm talking about stuff that I'm bullish on, not just, if these campaigns were not bullish,
Yeah.
if there's not a bullish, you don't hear me then talking about it, then I'll just skip it. It's got to be something that is something, or else why mention it to the people that come to my space, listen to my voice? That's my reputation on the line. So
It's
that's
crazy though. 196,000 followers on Twitter, Estate X has. But when I go on to like the overview and look at people that are mentioning it and look at discussions, you are like you're like one of the only people in spaces that is talking about it, which is kind of it's just interesting.
no only the only one that's recognized, right,
Yeah,
in spaces to be
yeah.
talking
But
about it.
they
So
have
other people are talking about.
196,000
They have
followers
their
though.
own spaces as
Yeah,
well,
that's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yes, but they don't have lurky, so they're not plugged in. So that the information
Oh,
just reroutes.
dude, they
Also,
are. Yeah.
we got to stop thinking that followers are. Look, I'm making a handy, again, observer mode, right? Everybody assumes that having somebody has a lot of followers, that they have a lot of clout. And this is just not the case.
Even if
Engagement
it's
rate,
200,000, that's a lot.
yeah. If your engagement, when I say good morning, more people good morning me than a real estate X with 200,000 people. It's all engagement based. It's not follower based, see? So the
Hmm.
mechanisms that sometimes follower counts help, but after 10K, there's no more boost in the algorithm for you there. It's diminished returns. You gotta upkeep your replies to get engagement back. Just know this. You can get
Hmm.
monetized with just 500 followers. That's not the issue. That's not the
Well, how are you
issue.
gonna get 5 million impressions though? With isn't that gonna be
No,
difficult?
replying by
Uh,
replying.
mm.
Yeah. So you know, you got to be your own content is less important than other people's content. This is how it works. You got to show the love, or else you're gonna get buried in the algorithm. It's not about the post. We know it's not about the post because some people's post, and I'm thinking, man, you're doing the same picture every day, right?
Oh yeah,
But still
those
more
are
engagement than me.
crazy. Yeah,
So
I
that
see.
should
There's
show
people I've been
you that
following
it
for a
doesn't
while,
fucking matter.
and for
Yeah,
like
so
a
post whatever
year.
you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all based on your engagement towards other people. So if you're out there mentioning stuff to other people and championing them on, people are going to do the same to you. That's basically vibes are meeting vibes here.
Yeah, for sure.
But you got to get out, spread joy first
Dude, I love
before.
I love interacting with the accounts that have like a few hundred followers and they're like
Yeah.
so stoked that I'm like engaging with them and like
Well, yes, and
they
if
get
you're
all excited and
monetized,
yeah, I'm like
if
dude
you
they
monetize, sometimes because they give longer replies, you
yeah.
get paid more because the more quality the reply, the more you get paid, basically. But don't underestimate or don't overestimate the payments here as well. So for 1,000 interactions a day, you get $100 every 2 weeks. But if that takes to get that that 1,000 engagement every day, so that includes likes and comments, and so, if that takes you 2 hours a day, you're still getting underpaid. I could do something else with my time. Now, if you're interested in algorithms like me in psychology, I'm trying things out all the time. Did I not post to gigantic viral post with my own post? Because I figured out how it works, right? And I like to figure things out. But to get paid, no, no. It is bullish if you're running, if you're a person that gets hired or needs to get hired, or you're having a project or something like that, that there's a lot of movement on your timeline. So people see you're being really bullish and stuff. And so you get paid with a secondary income there. But if your primary income comes from X, no, this is not the honey hole. This is not what we should be looking
Feed the fam.
depending on where you're from. If you're in India and Nigeria, this is a great way, right? $100 there every couple of weeks would be fantastic there.
Hell yeah.
But but if you're in a first world country, no, right? This is not. This is a waste of your time, unless you're building something for the future where it's secondary bullish. So yes, I am. Let's say a promoter, I'm a KOL, I'm a anything else, right? You want to have an X account that looks alive and interacted with. And so that's why you're doing it then. But if you're doing it solely for X income, yeah, you can pay a blue check mark with it. Basically, that's where it ends. Uh, Pangolin wants to come on stage. Let's see what that is all about. Tick, that's all yours. You are about the penguins.
Yeah, what's good?
What's good?
Oh, he got bumped
Not yet
down.
here.
He got Penguino. He got bumped down though.
All right, cool.
Shucks.
Well, that was a
Is that
fast one, Penguin.
yeah,
Just
what's going
reroute.
on with that? I'm
Well,
curious.
X is glitching for some countries and some people, so let's just be graceful. Pangolin, just move out the room, come back, and that might help. You guys are in the room with us. Go ahead to the pinned post, like that, and set a reminder for Adam's Space tomorrow, and we're gonna find out what that is all about.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I accidentally posted it up twice, so yeah, I didn't mean to do that. And I was trying to delete
spamming the
the Abby meme
jumbotron here,
thing.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm spamming
What's
the jumbo shot, but I didn't because I can't actually see that it's been posted for some reason. I can still see this Abby meme, and I was trying to remove that, and it turns out it's actually gone. So I looked at it on another device. But yeah, please feel free to delete the second post.
Oh,
But
it's fine.
actually, I'm surprised X is holding up so well because it was a weird feeling earlier when it wasn't working, right? It was kind of a weird feeling. I was like, what the hell where the hell do you go? Where do you actually go in this context? What are you supposed to do? But yeah, it's kind of
Well, just know, you guys, you always need more Adam in your life. So twice a post is not an exaggeration here. And just give it some of the engagement, set your reminders, and be ready for that alpha tomorrow. I have some alpha too. It was going to happen today, but because of the major glitch, it's safer to postpone new launches till tomorrow. I'm talking about Froge here. Let me pull up something for Froge, and then you can join that TG if you are enjoying a launch here for something big, and
Yeah.
get on the leaderboards there as well.
Is 2 more days?
So
Right?
yeah, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here in the jumbotron here.
I thought there was
So the
5
Matrix,
days. Oh yeah,
it was
November
here.
19th. Tomorrow. Damn.
Tomorrow. So the Matrix is testing me. The chain glitched the moment I approached it. It fears the launch. With today's network instability, the TGE shift to 24 hours. Avoid fake fraud CAs or scam links. Only trust this account and the official TG. So the Telegram. So go in there tomorrow for because that launch has been postponed, right? You guys, it's an awesome leaderboard to be on. It's going to be a big project, a big thing, and by a massive team from Ethereum, and so it is going to be on Ethereum as well. So you need to get some ETH ready if you're ready to go. And yeah, so just that's the alpha I got for. I'm not coming out with much of these things. You know me, but when I know it, and I'm ready to feed the village. Then, right? So if it's something good, I'll go ahead and pass the alpha around for you guys. Also, go look at the website. By the way, I mean, that stuff is looking awesome. Looks, you can be streaming with your NFT there, right? So you look like your NFT when you're streaming. How fun with that? That's badass. So you don't need your ugly face on there. You can just have your NFT and it's talking.
Have you talked with the model yet? Let me see. Click to talk.
Yes, I did. Go ahead. You go ahead
I
but
was
I did already. Yeah.
trying to get it to work on the live. Oh, shit.
It's fun to do. It's not so fun because people here can't hear it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually. Do you have to connect with the. You have to connect your wallet to interact with the model?
I don't think so. Let me check it. It was a while ago since I been doing.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, I got him talking. Oh shoot, yeah, it does work. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, it's like it's a AI chat model that does voice chatting right now. It's capable of
Oh, I
doing
was
that.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's on. We're going with Solana here. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's on
Yeah,
Solana?
I just know that everybody in the team I know from Ethereum, so that's why I said I was like, yeah, well, Ethereum, but it's Solana.
And where is it being launched? Do you know?
Welcome to HQ. You're now inside the movement of truth, memes, and Freund.
Oh shoot.
Need help or answers? Join our Telegram.
There we go.
But it's not a pump fund launch, right?
No, this is a custom.
Let me see. And then has the CA been dropped yet?
Hold on, let me
The
see. Well,
real
hold
CA
on.
drops this
I'm
week.
starting to let me go into the this is alpha. Go to the alpha, go to here. Let me look up a pin post, see where's.
Hey guys, what up?
Hey, what
Hey
up, Panda?
GM. How you doing?
Hey, morning. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Just came from a space like 1 hour and with new people I haven't really spoke with before, so yeah, it was fun.
Hell
Spoke
yeah.
about the market and everything and made some new connections and some new friends.
Awesome. It was for what again? What was the space for?
You asking me or why me?
Or yeah. I was asking what kind of
Ah,
space was it?
it was like a game, like game to win, you know what I mean, like gaming, oh man, I'm
Gambling?
It's going like in stocks here. No, like game coins. No, you make a game and you connect a coin to it, and the sustainability of is it called gamify? I don't know.
GameFi, yeah,
GameFi,
GameFi,
yeah,
yeah.
You
and
make a
AI
game and
and
tokenize it.
bullish or bearish, and it was actually very funny because it's a token that I was like I traded most on it like 2024 on KuCoin. Like I had 500,000 in trading volume there in KuCoin, and that was like one of my top pick coins to like farm on, pretty much. So I made like a bunch of money on that one, or so it was kind of fun to now, like a year later or so, like end up in a space with them and be like, no way, this is awesome. You know, like a circle completion. Didn't expect that. So that was very fun.
What's
I believe it was Voxel or something.
the name of the platform?
No, the game itself or the coin,
Mm,
Voxel,
how do you spell it?
VOXE, VOE, no, VO Voxel, VOXEEL, I think.
Voxies, right?
Man,
VOXIES.
me
Is
and
that
Voxel?
one?
Here, Voxel.
Voxel,
Retro
yeah,
game
yeah, me
developers,
and
Dreamcast,
English.
Oh,
MS-DOS.
Voxel.
Is this it? Dude. Oh, this is kind of sick. Okay, so May
Yes, I was with them and spoke about like different things, AI, how the market's going, what we think, what we don't think, AI, the gamify. I don't know what it was we called it even. Like
GameFi.
names and me aren't always the best friends. Just like putting it out there.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I'm
so that was actually very fun.
and huh. Dream. This isn't the one that does Dreamcast games. No, this has to be. I'm probably looking at the wrong thing. This thing I'm looking at makes games for the Dreamcast emulator. This is so bizarre. Okay, that's not it. I don't think it is. So Voxel
Oh, I will check on your stream. Hold on,
V O
I'll
X
just
E
go.
L. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure which one it would be. There's a few different voxel ones. I thought that this first one
Um,
I had was it,
Is it
but
not Voxies? V
oh
O
yeah,
X
Voxies, but the
I
token
E
token
S.
is called
Yeah,
Voxel.
Voxies.
Yeah, but yeah,
Okay, yeah,
Voxies. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
Voxies. That's those. No, those guys. Was it like Chain Brain, right? Chain Brain and Marcello. Was it those guys?
It was only one guy. It's called like Chain or something with
Yeah,
a Pudgy.
Chain
Yeah,
Brain.
yeah,
Right. Yeah, with
yeah, Pudgy.
the penguin. Yeah,
The
yeah.
penguin. Yeah.
Yeah, Chain Brain. He's cool. I was in a I did a live stream with those guys a few like ages ago. Actually, well, no, not that long ago, about a month ago or so. But and Marcello, right? Did you see him? He's also a pudgy
No,
penguin.
sadly not. But I did see someone else. Like, oh my God, me and names. Okay, don't even ask me. Like, I'm more slow than grandmother's lawnmower. Like on names today.
it's a lot of information to recall. Yeah, sorry, but I was just so curious after you mentioned it. I'm like, ooh, I want to do some digging, and so I came across the Voxies. I found Chain Brain, and yeah, he's bullish on abstract. Um, really cool, man. Cosmo, the
Yeah,
internet.
so
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
it's kind of funny when you're like been there and had your on exchange trading and this was like your favorite winning token. And then you're like all of a sudden, are you kidding me? I'm in space with them now? Like, whoa, circle complete. Let's
That's
go.
sick. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
that was
so
very fun.
crazy. Yeah, that is really dope. I love that.
I didn't expect that this morning, but I even told him like, whoa, a bit starstruck, kind of. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Like,
because when you're
no,
playing with imaginary internet money and it's just a number and stuff, it's so like impersonal. And then actually, like there being a voice behind whatever that token is, it's kind of it's surreal. It's like, oh shoot, this is actually a lot more real than just imaginary internet money. So
like that's one token like during that year that I farmed up from like $100 to like let's see $100 till let's see here I think it was like 3,500.
wow, dude, that's a
So like
that's a good
this was one
return.
of my favorite ones.
Wow.
You know.
For the Voxy one, Voxy. What is
Yeah,
it called?
or it's called
Voxies?
voxel. Yeah, but the X account is voxies, but the token is called voxel. It's on KuCoin still, so that was kind of fun to see.
How do you spell It's Voxen? Or how do you spell Voxen? Sorry.
V voxies
Yeah,
or
so I got the
voxel.
Voxies, but the token. I'm curious about the token.
Okay, so that's VOXE for electric, L for uh, lying with Lila.
Okay. Okay. Voxel.
I guess that's wow, what a thing to connect L with. What?
And then what? And then what's after
Like,
that?
oh no, that's it. That's it.
Voxel?
Yep.
But the token,
Voxel, my bro.
the token
That's the
though.
token.
Oh, is this Voxel Play?
That's,
Voxel app? Is this it? Voxel
I
tokens.
guess, Vox
Wow, the rest of
EL.
the crypto
You
market.
can find it on KuCoin still. Polygon. It's no KuCoin
See, it says
Web3. It's not on Web. Oh.
Voxel's main token has shown 109% growth since November 8th. I wonder if this is it. Vcoin is. Oh, it's not Vcoin, is it? This.
Is it at $0 point, like 0.032 or so? Market cap of let's see here, 9.63 million. Could that be right?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. VOXL. Okay. This. Huh. I think I think I found it. Yeah. Voxel. Okay.
Yeah, it's this one official website, voxys.io. Yeah. This one, damn, I made a lot of money on this.
Oh, that
But
is sick.
it's in the Web3 wallet now. That's okay. Things change on a year. Cool. So yeah, that was actually very interesting and very fun. So yeah, still haven't heard from. I sent an email to Tomorrowland because I have like a spiel for them. So I'm like a 14-year-old with a crush waiting to get a message back. Checking the email all the time,
For
but still no.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah. Like when I found out they had NFT, and yes, I know they made it for a while ago, but I'm apparently slow in that way. I figured out like, whoa, I have this cook that I want to see out in the world, and it needs someone relatively big to get it out, or it doesn't, but it's a way to connect NFTs, a coin, and a Web2, Web3 business all together, and it can make like everyone can benefit from it. Everyone like there's no real loser from it, and it would take festivals or their festival even to the next step and go into this crypto, which they would take a new step into like the future, I guess. But it would be awesome. I can't really say what it is, which sucks, but yeah, it's just a full circle of usage in a good way.
Tomorrowland, it's an EDM festival?
Oh yeah, you know it, buddy.
I don't know it. No, I've never heard. I'm familiar with like what is it? The Ultra Music Festival and that they do in
Oh,
Miami.
in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh
That one's epic.
I watched so many.
Yeah, same.
I've watched so many streams from it.
So many
It's
good
been my
sets.
dream to go there.
Dude, I'm looking at a Tomorrowland stage though, and this is absolutely amazing. Holy hell.
Yeah.
What?
It's like an adventure.
What country is this?
You can go there and visit Wild. It's Belgium. You can
Is
go
it?
there and visit Wild in the same time.
Bro, I want
Well,
to go.
I'm not in Belgium, my guy. No way.
Nah, but you meet there and it'd be epic, and then you stream
Yeah,
a
it would be
Wild and
epic
Tic
because
at
it wasn't in
Tomorrowland coin.
Belgium.
Dude, I want to go.
You don't know about our beef with Belgium and the beef with the Germans.
Because they got
Is
good chocolate.
is it because of the Belgian waffle and the oily balls?
It's because we think they're dumb. That's basically. We have jokes about that.
Oh.
Pretty bad, pretty rough. Yeah.
It's like Norway and Sweden then.
Yes, exactly like that, right? It's
How
like
many Swedes do you need to
all
change
fun.
the light bulb?
Yeah, that's what we have here for Belgians too. There we go, right? There it is. Yep. They actually did like a funny video thing where they actually had people in Belgium. So Dutch people went there and they were asking Belgian people to pour to get the bucket with the rope on it from one end, the other end of the bridge to the other side, and they did it right to help fix the water levels. And they just did it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's where we're at with Belgium. So I love them though. No disrespect meant, only banter. Hey, but let's talk about Pangolin here because he is just drying up on the stage, man. That penguin needs some water. Tick, make sure you are hydrating, moisturizing over there on the Pangolin area, and then that will be the last chill for today. Then let's go, Pangolin. You've been waiting. Here's your moment. Let's do a lackluster drum from Elon. Here comes Pangolin.
What's going on here? Hey, your microphone is muted. Pangolin, what's going on, man? Let's see.
Well,
So,
microphone not
yeah, his
working
mic,
or
his
bad
oh, he's
connection.
bullish on Monad, out of all things.
He's just
Oh, bullish on
pangolinging
monad. Yep,
around.
we found a monader.
Huh.
We found one. We found a Natski, right?
Interesting.
Because they call themselves a Nats, and that's why I started to be a little bit bearish on
That's
monad. Not gonna
terrible.
lie. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Let's call
like
it. Let's call
something
it
is.
balls and
This,
nuts.
this cannot be more bearish than
Testes.
this.
The
Yeah.
testes.
Right.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, ugh, like why nads out of all things? It's like the most
You want to kill those, don't we?
unattractive word. Yeah.
You know penguins? Can I tell you a fun fact about penguins?
Yeah.
Emperor penguins at that. It's actually the most they're the most kinky and dominated animal there is, if I remember correct. They're terrible. Like if like Google emperor penguins and the things you find out will leave you shocked.
What
Yes,
kind of
I've
stuff do
had
they
a
do?
life with the. I don't want to say it on a recorded space. Just like yeah. This is like I'm trash panda, but the penguins are even more trashier than me. Let's just say that. And shout out to
Oh,
you, Cherie. Mon petit Cherie.
Mapati.
Yeah. I like her name, and she has a beautiful voice.
Sherry. I always go French when I read Sherry. Is it? Yeah,
Oh,
that means
now I remember. I was
you
gonna
need to
say
be.
enchanté, Cherie.
Yes, no, you should be like voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir.
Ooh, oui, oui,
That's the way
le
to go.
baguette.
Bring your
I'm
baguette.
terrible.
Yes.
Le French baguette, well, oui, oui, with my
Well,
Cherie.
the bread will be the bread needs to be obtained, no? Especially in the Sassois
Mise en
areas.
place.
Yeah, you
Hold
cannot
on. So
trust the
they
French
they
people.
projectile pooping on each other. What? Bright
Oh,
pink
you're in
poop
it
What,
with
now with
foam.
Emperor
pangolins?
Penguins.
Yeah.
Well, now I
They're
think
Regurgitated.
that's
they're
somehow
kinky.
bullish, right? That could be something. Yeah. Well, it might also be because I haven't been degening a lot, and so you think things are
Tick,
bullish, right?
don't deep dive in these Emperor Penguins. You will be shocked. You don't deep dive
Don't go
into it.
there.
You will be scarred.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, there's some. Well,
What's happening?
researchers describe the ammonia
Unsee.
smell
Unsee.
as eye-watering and overwhelming, even through the cold air. Do you get an ammonia smell on the ships? I know on the
Yeah.
squid fishing boats, apparently the ammonia smell is like terrible. But yeah, it says colony-wide stench and
What's
filth.
with these squid shit? I'm dying here.
Ammonia smell.
Shitting on
Yeah.
you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's the
Pebble.
worst
What?
time that Trump had in Russia.
Oh, so the pebble prostitution thing is actually that's not done by the emperors though. Wow, man.
I've
I had no
never
Wow,
heard
idea.
of
yeah.
They
That's
love
kind
to
of disappointing,
they
isn't it?
they love to poop and puke and pee all over each
Yeah,
other.
they're
Apparently,
all about it. Yeah, yeah,
they get down.
yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't laughed so this much so this hard since I was, I don't know, 15 years old, you know. It's so,
So,
oh my God.
so does it? It doesn't smell like pee on the salmon ships, though, right?
Please. First, we had to look. You're ruining salmon for me. Don't answer this. I'm gonna eat
And the
salmon
lice,
tomorrow.
No,
yeah, the
it
It's
doesn't.
delicing
Of
already
course, it
out of the
doesn't.
freezer. Please, I'm already
salmon
dealing with the
lice.
worms and the mites or whatever the things that are
The
on there.
yeah,
The
the lice.
vacuumers of the sea.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
vacuumers, yeah.
Just leave salmon alone, please. I would appreciate that.
Oh my God, this was better than, I don't know, medicine. Man, I feel so light and like stupid when I laugh now. Or like,
I-
whew,
If
okay.
you guys
Look,
Thank you
haven't,
for
I'm
this.
always having fun on X. I don't even care who's listening. I can sit here on Sunday in the morning. I'm just having fun with myself, right? When I'm out on a timeline replying, I'm actually having fun too. I'm laughing all the way, right? I'm cracking jokes here and there and just
Oh
writing
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Because no, you know what? In the end, nobody cares here. And you do you, right? Nobody cares.
Oh yeah.
Just have fun. Yeah. If I ever was something, when people say like, "Hey, what would you tell your 12-year-old or something like that?" And I would be saying to my 12-year-olds, "Stop giving a fuck now. Just right now. Don't care. Nobody cares, right? Just do you because nobody cares."
You know what I actually managed to do? Like kids of the space, don't climb a tree with a bicycle helmet. You can be stuck between two branches, and it's not fun.
You did that?
Yeah, totally. I hang
Do you
there
have
for like
pictures?
15 minutes, all alone.
Do we have pictures of little panda with a helmet stuck?
No, no. I was like, I was struggling to holding myself up.
Okay,
I
now, well,
thought like,
since
this
we've
is enough.
shifted to that conversation now, and what's the ticker? Let's just go off the rails and completely tick. What was your most embarrassing moment as a child?
oh geez, I did climbing up. I was climbing
Which
up
one
on a
out of the
giant
100?
wall, and I was trying to jump onto a boulder from the giant wall. And when I jumped onto the boulder, my foot slipped, and I broke my ankle, and my face smacked against the rock, and my bottom row of teeth, one of my teeth went through my lip. So yeah, I had to get like stitches in my lip to close up that hole, and then yeah, I had a cast on my right leg for like 3 months. So I mean, it was embarrassing because it was just stupid, like what I was doing.
Parkour.
Yeah. So that was the dumbest thing. Actually, the worst part about it though is I lied to my mom about how I broke my ankle for like 2 months. Like I told her that I was skateboarding and I fell because I thought it was like embarrassing the way that I actually got hurt. And then after like 2 months, one day I'm like sitting there with my cast on. I'm like, hey, look, I have to tell you the truth. I lied, and she was just like kind of confused more than anything. But yeah, very embarrassing. That was humiliating.
That's little boys for you compared to little girls, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Real.
the
How do you?
jumping off of things and breaking limbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a
Well,
boy thing.
well, girls do that too, but also the lying about it part, yes, very much indicative, right? It's like, no, no, no,
How
that
do you
didn't happen. It wasn't embarrassing
think?
at all.
How do you feel when someone says like parkour now in the like after that story?
Yeah, for
His
sure.
ankle starts to hurt already.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of those things. Parkour looks cool when people do it, but yeah, for me, like videos of people like
Yeah,
climbing
when
on
I see
things.
people doing CrossFit, I have the same, like, it looks good until you start doing it and you end up with all these injuries.
Yeah, my palms get
And
sweaty
the muscle loss involved there as well is gigantic.
with the CrossFit.
Yeah, man.
Well, they're a cult. The people that are in CrossFit are like they are so convinced that what they're doing is like the way to greatness,
Have
and
you
that
seen them do pull-ups? It's like
it's
freaking
insane.
clowns.
It looks like
Yeah,
their
it's like
shoulders are
monkeys.
gonna come ripping out of the
I was like, oh my God.
dislocate their
I get
shoulders.
secondhand embarrassed. Like, yeah, yeah.
It's pretty wild looking. But people that are into CrossFit will definitely try to get you to join the cult. And like, yeah, come over to my gym. Like you can work out for
Oh, I've
get a
been in
free
these
session.
gyms, right? I've been in these gyms.
It's a
Sometimes
circus.
people can, yeah, when I started out with personal training and didn't have my gym, I was still going to other gyms, and sometimes it was the only gym was a CrossFit gym. And oh my God, the conversations that I had to listen to there was
Were they
hilarious
people
though.
snorting matcha off of the toilet in the bathroom?
Well, look, I just it's kind of, well, also because I'm training my customer center in a different way, and so you get commentary on everything that you say. That's They like to make it known that you're wrong
Oh yeah.
somehow,
Yeah. Everyone
right?
loves to know it all.
And yeah. Right. So yeah. So Adam, what is your most embarrassing moment when you were a child?
Well,
We already start laughing. Here it comes. I'm
Your mom
expecting
walked
you.
in on you.
No.
no, this
Oh my
is
God, we went
it's
there.
like when Tick was talking, I was trying to think. I was like, I really there's literally only one thing I can think of, and I was trying to think of something else like desperately, but there's only one thing. Um, but it's I can't remember how old I was. So I don't think it's actually very funny. I think you guys just are not going to be very impressed. But so I'm just like I was in a swim. We were in a swimming pool, and I was walking, and I got changed, and I was like, I was must have been like I don't know, like 6 or like 7. I don't know. But like, and I was wearing, it was speedos, right? I had speedos on, and I'm walking up to the swimming pool, and there's like my cousin. So my cousin, who's just like a year older than she's like a year older than me, right? And like when you're a kid, like your cousins are kind of like, I really like idolized her a lot,
Yeah,
as a, what I
I
mean,
identify
like a
with that.
cousin. It's like so my cousin, who's just, like she's like the first like girl I knew and like the first like child I knew as well, right? So like from ever since I was a baby, it was kind of a big deal. But my cousin and my grandma were in the pool, and I walked out, and they both just started laughing, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And I looked down, and my cock was just like out of the speedos, right, just like out of the side, and it was like fucking embarrassing, man. Do you know what I
Oh
mean?
man.
And yeah, yeah, and I just I can't remember what I think I just had to run back to the changing room and sort it out. It was like it was kind of what it just doesn't happen anymore these days, right? That kind of thing. But
Now you get
like wait,
arrested. Oh my God, you guys, if you're not going to join the space tomorrow with Adam and get more of Adam, like literally, I don't know what you're doing on the internets here, right? Just hurry over. It's in the pin post for tomorrow on more revelations on Adam. You see? Oh my God, it's so much fun. Levi, I can't wait for your story. Levi is like, I've been farming the stage for all these, for all this. I'm not going to say nothing.
oh my god.
Oh God. Oh my God, that is classic though.
It's funny. I don't think I've ever said that story out loud
Oh my
either,
God, and
right?
in a
Like, isn't it?
recorded space, you just
It's
go.
yeah.
It's
But
lurking,
isn't it weird?
lurking's watching.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's good.
Isn't it weird though? Because it's just this quite a vivid memory from like my quite early
So
childhood, right? So
Yes, these are the worst. They leave a big impact, right? So I'm not gonna tell you mine because it's not as funny. But no, it was just we were doing a competition, and since I am on a spectrum, I'm triggered by these things, and so I had to. You had to do every 6 exercises 6 times, and I was like 5 years old, and I had to go. There was a little pole in the ground, and I had to do 6 circles around it, and I only did 5, and the world ended for me, and all of my family, and even we had like a like a 12, 13 year old leading us, right? So we had one leader, and that kid didn't, he was like floored too, because he didn't know how to respond to me, and I was just crying my eyes out, and my parents didn't know how to handle it either. They thought that this was no big deal, but for me, I still remember the world ended. And that's later on I realized, when I learned about the psychology, and of course about autism, that this is like classic classic move on how to wreck yourself when you're on a spectrum, right? Because that is disaster. Your world ends right there. Not having done that last one and finished the pattern. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Since then, I learned how to deal with that. But yeah, so yeah, And then later on, when I was 12, I went down a slide on in a water park. And that's what I learned, that when you are a girl and you are having boobs, that and you're wearing a top, that you cannot go on your belly down the water slide anymore. These days are over. Yeah, yeah. Also, be aware of the bikini bottoms going down the water slide. That's another thing. But yeah, you guys, more Adam tomorrow. This was what's the ticker for today. We're gonna end with this before the stories are just being recorded and everybody's just gonna have to deal with that in the morning. I cannot wait for Lurky to summarize this space and then maybe
Oh
get
God.
even.
Yes, yes, I can read it. Yes.
Yeah,
Can you
thank God it doesn't like generate pictures of like what the conversation was about. That would
Well, that's
Thank
next
you,
It's
Chat
level.
GPT.
we
it's
see
funny how like how neutral the AI kind of attempts to make, like, it makes it everything sound very professional somehow.
Yeah.
So you can,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
find that like you'll have these spaces and you just be like rambling away about whatever, and it's like this kind of really incoherent. I'll be
Yes.
just
I
chatting
love it.
away. I'll just be chatting shit basically
Yeah.
for like a good 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's just uninterrupted stream of consciousness, like you just
Yeah.
get me going. And then Lurky will make it sound like I was like I had some really coherent points about like really
Yes.
profound things, and it's
Yeah.
it's it's kind of great the way it cleans it up, because if anyone actually goes and listens to it, they'll be like, what the
Like this
hell
was not the
is this guy
same, right?
actually on? This doesn't even make any sense. He's literally just talking like out of his ass. Like he doesn't have, there's just nothing to that. But yeah, I'll just grab these various like talking points and kind of buzzwords and
Yeah.
just like make this kind of word salad that somehow like the algorithm, that somehow the AI can understand me, and make it kind of clean it up and make it sound all polished.
Well, thank the Lord for AI, and also
Polished.
AI will never mention. Look, Tick, you can generate anything on ChatGPT, but as soon as you use the word cock, you're gonna not get it. You
yeah,
cannot
true,
different.
true. I just
You just
noticed
use like
something.
hot sausage.
Uh
Hot sausage.
Asta just posted, or he posted 9 hours ago, we got
Yeah.
verified on Magic Eden. So,
Yes, he got
Soul Gods,
verified.
yeah,
So
that
God,
is great news. That is so cool. Take
bullish.
a look at the collection real quick. I
Yeah.
want to see where
Also,
the
if
floor
you
is at.
have soul gods, you can stick them and then get soul god token.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
stake the
rest.
NFTs for tokens, huh?
Hey,
I
Yeah.
didn't know
Wild
that.
and Tic.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't say it, but we had a staff meeting today, and more is coming, and I can't reveal it, but
Really?
it's good.
It's good. I'm waiting. I'm down.
Damn, dude, bullish hot collections on Launch My NFT. Battle Bros is in first place
Oh
on
yeah,
the
by the
hot
way, if you,
collections. 2107 out of 2500 minted. So the mint is almost, dude,
Almost done.
I'm getting
Yeah.
FOMO. Uh
Just to add to your FOMO a little bit, let me help you out. The best, usually the best NFTs you get in that end of the mint.
oh really damn.
yep,
Oh.
first some mid and last.
Yeah.
It's 0.005 Solana, which is, what's that, $30? Something like that, I think.
I think it's less now.
Is it
I don't know. I haven't checked
0.003?
the price of Solana.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of want to
Oh, it
mint
actually went up 7% earlier.
5 Solana to USD.
All right, you guys, but it's been a ton of fun. I do have to play the outro, and yeah, I'm not even listening to the AMA anymore. It's like that's done. Cannot pay attention. It's like, yeah. So that happened. But let's be here again for tomorrow. What's the ticker? But first, then I'm gonna join Adam in Adam's space, right? Which we all know now. Like we got some bullish indicators on that one, and so let's go there tomorrow first, and then after we're gonna do what's the ticker. You guys need to remain bullish at all times. So let's go. What is this?
What's the ticker?
Volume.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go. What's the ticker?
What's the ticker? Where's it at? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag. Send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat. Got a runner on the map. Solana sniping like a gat. And the Sobe is moving quickly. I'm the squeeze them where they at. I'm trying to bring the mem coins back. 1,000x is gonna land. I got he chilling in the back. And the gas fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Yes, you guys. Thank you again for joining here. We'll see you all tomorrow. What's the ticker? Just relax, because nothing is under control. Really. Tic?
Yes, yes. Thank you again for joining us today. Fam, you guys stay bullish, my friends. We will see you tomorrow.
Adam?
What a time to be alive. What a time to be in X spaces. And what a time to be getting ready for whatever the hell is coming next. We'll see you soon.